Hey, it's Julian Gordon here, and today I want to talk about how to tell the difference between your social and successful friends. You see, when Facebook and other things came along, we started using the word friends very loosely, and all of our friends kind of fit into the same bucket, right? Whether you knew somebody for 20 years or you knew somebody for 2 days, we call them all friends as if they all go in the same bucket. But even beyond the time differences and how long you know someone, there's actually some distinctions between the types of friends that we have, and I like to put them in actually two buckets, which are your social friends and your successful friends. And the reason this is important is because Jim Rohn once said, the late great Jim Rohn once said, you are the average of the five people you spend the most time with. You are the average of the five people you spend the most time with. So if you think about who it is that you are hanging out with the most, you're likely somewhere in the middle of them. And if you are the smartest in your crew, then it's probably time to find a new crew or figure out how you're going to upgrade your crew. But it's going to be very hard to bring everybody up when they're actually pulling you down. And so, not to say that you got to delete people out of your cell phone or anything like that, but you need to find a group of people who are actually going to push you to your highest level. And so, a lot of people ask, what is the secret to success? Well, I'm going to show you what the secret to success is. And I'm going to show you in images. Watch this. Bill Gates and Paul Allen, Microsoft. Steve Jobs and Wozniak, Apple. Serena and Venus Williams, the Williams sisters. Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. Mark Zuckerberg and his friends who went to Palo Alto from Harvard. Founders of LinkedIn, Tesla, YouTube, Yelp, and more, all part of the PayPal mafia. Candace Parker, WNBA championship, and Pat Summitt, the late great Pat Summitt, Tennessee women's basketball. Jay-Z and Damon Dash, Rockefeller Records and Rockaware. And then when they got divorced, Beyonce and Jay-Z, the Carters, right? David Hewlett and Bill Packard, Hewlett and Packard, HP. Shaq and Kobe, right? Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Mel Gibson and Bruce Davey, Icon Productions. And then Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, Beats Electronics. Then you have Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, Warren G. Harding, and Harvey Firestone, the Vagabonds. Then you have Benjamin Franklin's The Junto, or the Leather Apron Club. Then you have the Inklings, which included C.S. Lewis, J.R. Tolkien, Charles Williams, and Owen Barfield. Then you have Disney's Nine Old Men. And then you even have Warren Buffett and the Graham Group, named after his mentor, Paul Graham. So what is the secret to success? I just showed it to you. It was right there in front of your face, right? Every success story involves other people. Every success story involves other people. It's that simple. Even when you think about creating something that leaves a lasting impression or a legacy in the world, just think about all the eight wonders of the world. What's common amongst all the eight wonders of the world? The reality is, the not so secret to success is that none of them were built alone. And so if you were navigating life alone, thinking that just hard work, right, and effort is going to be what takes you to the top, there's going to be a cap. Because guess what? You're going to be limited by yourself. Yes, you can work hard, you can work twice as hard as the next person, but you will always be limited by yourself, right? Every success story involves other people. Watch what Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook, said. No person knows how to deal with everything. Find a team of people. That's what's really got me through. You don't have to be superhuman. Keep on going and do not do it alone. Find people who share your passion. And this is Mark Zuckerberg, perhaps the richest millennial in the world right now. And even he, as smart as he was, right, did not go at it alone. So I want to show you how to make a distinction between your social friends and your successful friends. Right? So social friends take you out to a party. Your successful friends take you out of your comfort zone. Yeah, it's great to have fun, right? But you have to actually put your social friends in their place. Because if you're letting your social friends dictate your entire calendar, then you'll find yourself partying a lot and not moving towards success. Your successful friends, they take you out of your comfort zone. They push you. They say, I know you can do better than that. They hold you accountable to your highest self. Your social friends, they keep it PC, and there's a lot of low-level conversations about sports, weather, these guys or these girls, right? Whereas your successful friends, they keep it real. And it's real high-level conversations, talking about your business, your spirituality, your career, your health, right? These are the questions and the conversations that social friends tend to avoid. Then your social friends, they're there in the beginning and at the end. And that's cool, right? They're there to get you to where you're trying to go, and then they show up at the end to celebrate. And that's good, right? But you actually want successful friends who are going to be there for the entire journey, right? All the ups and the downs, not just when it's good, but when you have ups and downs. Social friends, they call to say what's up, right? And they call to see what's up. Again, to go out to a party, probably. Your successful friends, they call to lift you up, right? And when you're down, they call to lift you up. And even when you're up, they call to lift you up even higher, right? Then your social friends, they become your friends by convenience. Oftentimes, a lot of our friends are based on convenience. We happen to live near that person. We have some classes together. We work together. But as soon as a relationship becomes inconvenient, what happens to that relationship? It starts to fade. Your successful friends become your friends by choice and by commitment. Your social friends, they like who you are and they want you to stay because they know that when you start changing, what is it going to cause them to do? It's going to force them to change, right? Your successful friends, they like who you're becoming and they actually want you to grow because when you grow, it forces them to grow. So, with that, I want to take a moment and fast forward and share with you the difference between my social friends and my successful friends in college. And you could probably do the same thing for your college friends as well when you look at who are your social friends and who are your successful friends and where are they now. A lot of my social friends, they graduated late, meaning that they spent an extra $25,000 for the same degree. Most of my successful friends, they graduated on time. My social friends barely finished undergrad. All of my successful friends went on to graduate school. My social friends I have no connection to after college except through Facebook. My successful friends I'm still connected to years later. My social friends, they have five-figure careers, and my successful friends, they have six-figure careers. And my social friends are primarily still renters, and my successful friends are now homeowners. Right? So when I fast forward my relationship from college and I saw, wow, if I would have spent more time with these guys, then I would have probably ended up where they are. But fortunately, like Jim Rohn said, you're the average of the five people you spend the most time with. I spent more time with my successful friends. And I'll be honest with you, in my first 2 years of college, there was a lure towards my social friends, right? I spent a lot more time with them because I was such a square in high school. I didn't party that hard in high school and things of that nature. So when I got to college, I started wilding out. But fortunately, I had a change. And in my second year, I switched to spending more time with my successful friends. And I'm so grateful I did because I can see the future impact now of being around the average, being the average of my the five people I spend the most time with. So what I want to invite you to do is turn to this page here, and I want you to pick your team. Yes, a lot of our friendships come to us based on convenience. Just look at all your friends and say, how do we meet, right? Did we really choose each other? Or did it just kind of happen that we ended up friends? I'm inviting you now, probably for the first time ever, to actually choose your friends and actually pick your team. So here, I want you to list the people who are actually going to be in a mastermind with you. And a mastermind is simply when two or more people come together for a common purpose and in harmony. And so I want you to think about who are the people who are going to push you to a higher level? Who are the people who are going to challenge you to be at your best? And there are a couple criteria. Criteria one is that they're not flaky, they show up and they're reliable. Criteria two is that they're up to something that actually inspires you, right? And criteria three, they seek to contribute to others. They're not just takers, 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 they're actually givers. And I want you to come up with this list, and then I want you to determine based on your yeses and nos, I want you to determine who you're actually going to invite into your inner circle, right? Into this group of people who you're going to gather on a regular basis to hold each other accountable and move each other towards your desired goals and dreams. So take a moment to do that. Think about the people around you, and even if you don't have a strong relationship, I still want you to write them. It's really valuable to have some people on your list who are actually stretches for you, who actually you're like, man, why would they listen to me? Why would they want to be in community with me? Because that person is probably the exact person you need to be around you to elevate your game. Then you know how they say the tide rises together? We want to find people who are going to cause us to rise together naturally in the same way that Bill Gates did, in the same way that Steve Jobs did, in the same way that Mark Zuckerberg did, same way that Jay-Z, Dre, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, they all found people who were going to support them in rising to another level. So with that, I want to say thank you for watching this video. Start picking your team. In a second, we are going to, in the next video or in an upcoming video, I'm going to show you actually how to invite these people to a space where you can actually start to be in community with them and actually form a mastermind.